Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to look into the dark web, and in this case I'm going to build you a website and show you how step by step to build a website, host it on the dark web with a .onion URL, not just a normal URL like .com or .co or .gov or .org. This is going to be a .onion, and you cannot memorize that URL. I will take you step by step. Stay tuned till the end. Learn. This is for education purposes only. So stay tuned till the end, and please subscribe to this video and share to your friends, especially those who are joining cybersecurity and other courses. So we're going to build our simple website. So we're going to build a simple website, and this website we are going to host it in the dark web with a .onion URL, and the address, it's quite wrong, you cannot be able to memorize. It will be automatically generated using the commands that I'm going to use during this particular video. So in that case we are going to host with zero charges for that URL. Actually, the URLs in the dark web, you host them using your server. You can even host it on your PC and even generate that particular URL at zero fee. So this is how to go about it, and I'm going to open a terminal here on this particular folder where my index.html file will be. This is for education purposes only. So touch for those who are using Linux, I'm using Linux, but also if you're using Windows, you can use the Windows commands to create an index.html file. In this case I'm using Ubuntu. I'm saying touch index.html. then the file is created here. This index.html file is the one that we are going to use to build a website. This is it. So in this particular file, or in index.html, I'm going to paste the website content. I had copied that, the h1, which is the header tag. I'm going to say dark web website hosting. Then here in this short paragraph I'm going to say this is for education purposes only. We are hosting a website in the dark web with a local PC as the server, that is .onion URL. Then I'm going to save this particular file. Then once you have created this particular file, sample website, now I'm going to give the title as dark web hosting, and I'm going to save it. Then this particular file I'm going to open it in the browser. Let me see which one I'm going to use. Okay, let me see which one I'm going to use. This one. Let me see. First quit that. Let me open it again. Let's see. Oh, it was going to open. I'm going back to check the file of the dark web. Yes. Oh, I said website. It should be website. Yes, website hosting. Then I go back to the dark web website hosting. This is going to be hosted inside the dark web. So we are .gov, not the whatever. We are going to do that. So here it is. Let me see what else we need to include there. So in this case we are going to let me open the terminal and update everything on the terminal. And in this case, we are going to use certain packages and libraries to do this. So one thing to do is update sudo apt update. Okay, then I'll put my password, update it. After updating it, then I will try to see whether I do have Nginx. Nginx is one of the features that I'll use to push this particular project to the dark web. And first it's trying to like see whether it's installed. And how can I check them both? Let me create again here. Let me check whether it's installed. It's sudo system ctl status Nginx. Yeah, it's active and it's running. I had already installed that. Control Z, then goes back, then I can be able to clear and check the status of Tor browser. We have been using Tor browser. For those who are here, it is sudo system ctl status Tor. It's still active, so we are good to go at the first stage. Then how do we create the test website with the .onion? For the .onion, it's quite easy. It's a very simple command. Let's create the test website. And how do we do that? It's sudo, then make a folder, make directory, or make a folder. For those who are not familiar with this command, then we can be able to create it on the local file, which is val, then www, then onion test website. So I'll create a folder in that particular directory, and you are wondering where that directory is. It is still on this particular PC of mine. So let me try to open it. We can be able to open it. Sudo nano command is used to open any particular file in the Linux operating system. Then we can say val, then www, then we can say onion test. Then we can say index.html. It should open. Yes. So right here you cannot be able to see our website content. So we need to copy paste whatever we built on the index.html, this particular code. So I'll copy this, Control C, then come to our terminal, then paste it here. This is it. I've pasted it here. Then after pasting it here, we can be able to save it, right? We can be able to save it. Then Control X, then we'll be able to save it. So if now we try to open that file again, we'll be able to see our particular website on our local server that I've just created a directory. So in this case, we can be able now to use Nginx. Control X. We'll use Nginx to push our website, and configuring it. We do sudo nano. Yeah, let's do so. Sudo nano. Then we can be etc. Then Nginx. Then we can place it in under a directory called sites available. Then we can say onion test. Then in this particular onion test, we need to configure the Nginx for the sites available. So how do we do that? So in this case, we have to light particular lines of code. And in this case it's server. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Don't know. Hey, my keyboard is kind of messed up. So we'll say listen 127.0.0.1, then port number. My keyboard is kind of messed up, so bear with me. Then port 8080 as an open port. If the port will be occupied, then we'll change to another port number, so no worries. So then we can be able to go to name, then we can say underscore, then what's it called? My keyboard is kind of messed, so I'm trying to, can bear with me. Oh yeah, there it is. Then we can say root, we can say go to that particular folder we placed our tests website. Then we can say onion test, then we put semicolon, then we can say index file, we can say index.html, then we cross it with a semicolon, then we can say location of that particular file to be this, then can say try underscore files, then we have a $sign, we can say URI $sign again, URI, then we can say equals 44 if it's not well configured. Sorry, we cross with that. Then this file now we'll be able to cut it from here, open the terminal and configure our Nginx. So we paste it here. Yeah, there it is. So you must have this particular file for everything to work with Nginx. Then we can be able to save it, Control O, then Control X, press enter, then Control X, then you'll have saved that. And how do you enable this particular file of Nginx? So there is this command sudo ln, then sudo command again, then etc, this for Nginx, the file for Nginx, Nginx, then dash, then / sites available, then we can say onion test, then we can say etc what Nginx sites available, sites enabled, then we can say onion test, then we can click enter. Already we have enabled that particular Nginx file. And how can we test that it's enabled? We can say sudo Nginx T, small t, that is okay, parameter server name enabled, okay, server what, server where, let me see, I don't know what's got it wrong. There it is. Let me see where we got it wrong. Oh yeah, we did not cross this particular line with semicolon. Yeah, Control O, enter, Control X, then let's go back. Yes, ignored the port number. Yeah, you can be able to see here our Nginx is successful, test is successful, so everything is working. So we can reload the Nginx, but now before even that, reloading the Nginx, because we already it's successful, how can we be able to test locally whether we are going to see the .onion file? We can be able to say curl Then you remember we had this localhost and the port number 880. That is it's going to host that locally with that particular port number before pushing it to the Tor browser. So we'll be able to say HTTP, then we can be able to /127.0.0.1:80. I've discovered that port 8080 is being used, so I have to change to port 82, and in this case I'll also say default underscore server, then cross here. So this one will put it to the Nginx file. The Nginx file, this particular file here, we'll paste it here. Then when you do that, you'll be able to reload Nginx. Enable Nginx is successful. Reload Nginx. Then you can now open locally using port 82. So we've done with port 8080. It has another particular website I built. So leverage port 8082. So once you have done that, and click here, you'll be able to see our website here. Our website content already listed here. So everything is running smoothly, right? So what is the next step here after doing that? The next step here is now to push it to the Tor browser. Configure the Onion service, that is. So one way to do it, we'll clear this so that we have a clean space. So we say sudo and copy that particular file, sudo, then we can be able to see cp etc, then we can be able to say Tor, we're taking it to Tor, then we can be able to say Tor c, then we can say yes etc Tor backup. Then once done that, we can click enter. Already we copied that. Then we can be able to open it inside the Tor folder, sudo nano, then we can say etc Tor, then talk. Then we have this particular file where we can be able now to configure our system, or configure as per the directive, then save it. We should be able to get that particular file. So what are we going to press here? We are going to add our port number, our service port, which is port 8082. Then we are going to put the directory where our file will be fetched from. Already I had this Novak whatever, Novak service, I don't know. Yeah, let me just add it here. So let me copy this, let me paste it here. I don't want to disrupt, I don't know what I was building with that Novak thing. Then I'll be able to delete this one and say onion dash tests 1, and already put tests. So I did a change, so don't worry, just continue with what you have there. Then we can remove this one, hidden service port. This is what we need. Our port is 8082. Yes, port 80. So this directives really tells Tor to create an Onion service and forward to port 80, and then to your local Nginx server. Then we can be able to save it, Control O, Control X. Then we can be able to restart Tor browser, sudo system ctl restart Tor. So we had our Tor browser already opened, so but locally we need to have it restarted. So check if there is any errors. You should have no error. So sudo journal ctl, then then Tor 50, and then we can be able to see page stopped anonymizing, deactivated successfully, finished anonymizing successfully, array. Okay, let's see. Let's see whether I'll get the onion URL. So to get the onion URL, just say sudo cat, then the local server address. You can say host name, not host name, val, then bloody, then Tor, then onion dash test 1. That's, then you can get space, let's put /, then there's host name, not hot name. No such file, directory. This is interesting, so let me see. Don't know where the error is. Let me see. Oh yeah, yes, I had posed a space here, and there's no need to put a space. So immediately I have the sudo cat, what the path file for that particular, where I had placed the index.html, where I copied and put it under Tor browser. Then put this particular command, you'll generate a .onion URL. Here it is. Then copy this URL, open your Tor browser. Once you open your Tor browser, paste and go. Let's see whether you'll have our website here now in the dark web. Okay, remove this one, not supposed to be there. So this shouldn't show any error. So it's taking a bit long, but it's based on my server. So but you can be able to see how to generate that particular URL, then open that particular website. But locally, you have seen here it is cal HTTP, and you can be able to see the file. Once it is displayed here, it means it's working perfectly on your local. As you can be able now to see this, when you use this particular URL globally, you will be able to see this particular website that we built and deployed it on the dark web, and now we have a .onion URL free of charge. If you loved this video, please subscribe, comment below, like and share to as many people